Hi guys, welcome to my live stream of my webinar, which is called Key to Subconscious Day 2. We're talking about finances, money, financial ceiling. If you guys want to take part and be chosen for a diagnostic, check out my stories for the link to Zoom, where we have majority of the participants. So definitely check my stories if you guys want to participate. Hi Instagram. Hello, my dear Zoom. Welcome. Welcome, guys, to our day 2 of our webinar, Money and Financial Freedom. Let's give a few minutes for people to join. And while you guys are joining, please type in chat where you're from, which country, which city, which state. I want to know where you guys are from. Where are you joining from? I'm joining from San Diego, California. Let's see where everyone else is joining from. Let's see. Hamburg, Germany. Wow, Houston, Texas. We've got international audience here tonight. Awesome. Houston, Texas. I believe I've been to Houston, Texas. Germany, that's so awesome. Angie, thank you so much for joining. What time is it here in Germany right now? 7 p.m. Oh, that's not bad at all. I love that. Someone on Instagram says, hello, hello, hello. Guys, welcome. You're here in live stream at the right moment because just about now we are starting our day 2 of my webinar, Key to Your Subconscious, Money and Financial Freedom, how to remove inner blocks and create income without stress. And let me introduce myself. My name is Alexandrina Vasilkevich. I'm a subconscious mind mentor from California. I moved here 10 years ago. And if you guys want to hear my story from day 1, definitely be on the lookout because we're going to be sending out a recording of day 1 as well, so you can hear my story in detail. But basically, within the past 5 years, I've been helping clients all over the world to overcome their financial blocks, some inner limitations in the areas of relationship, money, income, energy, balance, inner regulation and harmony, and some of the health concerns as well. So today on our webinar, what are we going to be doing, guys? Why day 2 will transform your relationship with money. You'll discover which subconscious programs are blocking your income right now. You'll get specific tools to reprogram your financial patterns. You'll learn how to create a steady money flow by integrating mind, emotions, body, and energy. And you start getting insights during the first session. So this is just a little bit about me, guys, that I mentioned. So a quick overview of our 3-day webinar. Yesterday on day 1, we explored how to attract harmony and love into your relationship. We explored what's blocking our relationship. We explored how we can fix that. And we did some live diagnostics and transformations. And so today on day 2, we're going to talk about how to remove financial blocks and break through your income ceilings. And on day 3, the most important day, VIP day, this is where we're going to be doing only diagnostics and live transformations for the participants who decide to join. So guys, in order to get the most benefit from today's webinar, please make sure you have a notepad with a pen next to you, so you're able to write down insights, and also stay till the end, because at the very end, we're going to be doing a powerful practice that will help you attract more finances into your life. So day 2, money, how to remove blocks and create financial freedom. So we're going to talk about how subconscious programs block you financial flow and create feelings of lack in income, why common methods like motivation, visualization, and affirmations don't produce lasting results, how to uncover your generational and personal scripts that limit your income, how to identify inner fears, guilt, and beliefs that prevent you from receiving what you want, how to rewrite your inner financial programs so money comes with ease, and how to create a sustainable income flow and a sense of financial freedom. Somewhere in the middle of today's webinar, you guys are going to be receiving some of gifts that we curated for you guys specifically. First and foremost, my beloved AI scanner, your subconscious money blocks, where you can just type in what's your financial blockage or maybe issue, and then the scanner will tell you exactly why it's happening, what subconscious program lays beneath the surface. We're also one of the gifts is gonna be this practice to attract money flow and opportunities at the very end of the webinar. So definitely stay till the end. And also, of course, the most important gift is my life diagnostics and life transformations for you guys. Also, sometime during the webinar, I'll explain you how to join my 2 months program that's going to be launched in mid-April, and also how to join day 3. If you guys do choose to receive this VIP treatment, receive VIP work in a small group where I'm going to be working specifically with you guys, doing transformations for you all the time. And by the way, for those who are watching on Instagram, guys, if you want to see the slides, the presentation, please join our Zoom. I'll link in my stories. So let's talk a little bit about what's your financial goal for today. So guys, pick a number that best matches and type it in chat. So for number 1, increase income and reach a new financial level. Stop grinding and start earning with more ease. That's number 2. Number 3 is understand why money comes in and immediately disappears. Who had the situation when you get like maybe an expected flow of money, and then all of a sudden you have more expenses or something that you have to take care of, and basically this money kind of disappears. You just got it and it already disappears. Put number 3 in the chat. Number 4, work through guilt around money and wanting more. Discover my subconscious money blocks. If this is your goal for today's webinar, please type in number 5 in chat. And 6, all of the above. I want to completely transform my relationship with money. Let me see what you guys are dropping in chat. All right, I see number 4, work through guilt around money and wanting more. Number 6, all of the above. Yeah, we're going to talk, guys, we're going to talk about guilt specifically because it's very important to know the subconscious mechanism that is controlling our life in the area of money. 1, 2, 4, and 5. So that's pretty much everything Jennifer mentions. Number 2, stop grinding and start earning with more ease. Makes sense, makes sense. All right, guys. And, you know, I understand you guys very well because as I was mentioning on day 1 of the webinar, my past was with finances and money was not really easy. And when I just came to America, I was doing really hard jobs. I was working as a rickshaw on a pedicab. I was doing busing. I was waitressing tables. I was working in the wee hours of the night only to make ends meet. And I was, at some point, I was just coming home every day and not liking my job. And I was constantly grinding, but nothing was changing. And that's when I started looking for answers, and I found them in the subconscious world. I've studied different methodologies, and at this point today in current time, I already have like my own method that combines all the best practices and something that I was able also to create on my own. So we'll talk a little bit about that today. Okay, guys, so what's important to know is that money isn't about luck necessarily. There's like a very small portion of the luck, but really money comes when you make action, when you make repeated action, and also money comes easily when your subconscious is not holding you against money, is not preventing you from earning more. Money comes when it's safe for your subconscious to have a lot of money. All right, how do you guys like this idea generally? So money is about the program running inside of you. And if you're here, that means that you're already ready to rewrite it. So let's talk a little bit about what financial challenges you guys are facing currently. Pick a number again and drop in chat. Because I want to understand what we're going to be working with today. What are the specific challenges that you guys are facing? So number 1, income isn't growing despite all my efforts. 2, money comes in and immediately disappears. 3, fear of earning more or guilt around money. 4, working non-stop but no financial freedom. So 5, I know I'm capable of more, but something inside holds me back. Well, that was my understanding, guys. When I was working these hard jobs, low paying jobs, I had a feeling that I'm capable of more, but I just didn't understand how I can get there. And that was frustrating because you sort of put in all the effort, you do everything what's important, right? But just your financial situation doesn't change, and it's super frustrating. And when you live in that situation for years, you kind of start looking for tools. Maybe you're looking for some coaching, maybe you're looking for some therapy, or maybe you take some more courses on to maybe change the situation, but nothing really changes. Who is familiar with this type of dynamic? Who also tried different modalities to maybe change income, but nothing really happened? Uh, Also 6. Okay, let me see what you guys are dropping in chat. My expenses currently outplace my income because my business is seasonal. Also 6. Constant anxiety and stress about money. Well, of course, if your expenses outpace your income, right? Of course, you're going to have anxiety because how are you going to make ends meet? You're burning through your savings. Of course, it's a stressful situation. And Lisa, if I may ask, how long the situation has been happening for you? Please tell me in chat. 5, number 5, 1 year. For Angie, it's number 5. I know I'm capable of more, but something inside holds me back. Yeah, so that's definitely my story. Number 2, money comes in and immediately disappear. Yeah. Well, there are, guys, subconscious mechanisms that control why that happens, and we'll talk about it in a little bit. So what happens if you don't change your financial situation, right? So for example, if you continue burning money, what's going to happen? You're just going to burn through all your savings, right? And the situation is not going to change. And there's going to be double stress, double anxiety. The same income ceiling will keep repeating over and over again, wasting time and energy on fruitless attempts to earn more. Constant stress, anxiety, and feeling I never have enough. My personal thing that I've experienced was the fact that I was just constantly under pressure, and I was constantly hating my life a little bit because I had to go to work every day to the office, and I just didn't like what I was doing, and that was just stressing me out completely. Type in some hearts, guys, or numbers in chat if you agree, if you resonate with that, if that's also what you've experienced with you in your relationship with money. So money becomes a source of tension, not freedom. And that's true, guys. And then if you have tense relationship with money, that also affects your other areas of life, your relationship, your friendships, your way of just spending your time. You're not able to maybe afford going to different classes, or maybe utilizing hobbies that you want, right? You're not able to go to like a tennis club or maybe take a golf lesson just because you don't have these finances. Self-worth drops and with each failed attempt. And that's also true. I've experienced that firsthand, that when I was trying to establish something and it was just not working out, and it's been a couple of years, the self-esteem really goes to trash. And that also reflects in your relationship. It reflects heavily on your relationship, because if your self-worth is down, whom are you going to attract? How are you going to feel? What kind of energy you're pushing into the world? And then you're kind of in this constant circle. So you're basically in the constant circle of this struggle, worries, concerns, and you don't know how to break free. So guys, I'm here to tell you that I was able to break free from this circle by utilizing subconscious work. And that's why I'm doing this webinar, to kind of tell you guys more about it and give you some of the tools with how I work with myself and with my clients, so you can understand better that there are options that do not require years of therapy, and literally you can see results within just a few months. Okay, so who would like this, guys? Earn more without burning out, feel financial confidence and stability, stop being afraid of big money and big opportunities, create a passive or sustainable income flow, release guilt around wanting more, to live in abundance. I see you guys are dropping hearts. Almost awesome. Everyone would like that, right? Finally understand what's blocking financial growth and remove it. Learn to manage your inner state around money. Make financial growth a natural part of your life. Well, guys, I have good news that today on the webinar, we're going to start talking about it. We're going to definitely find out exactly what's blocking your financial growth. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it through the lens of subconscious. So we're going to discuss it in detail. Then we also will do diagnostics for you specifically. I'm going to give you some tools to diagnose yourself, your subconscious. It's pretty easy. Some people think it's very difficult to work with subconscious, but in reality, not really. And also at the end of the webinar, we'll do a powerful practice that will help you to attract more opportunities and break free from something that's holding you back. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Impacts and career choices that negatively impact health. Yes. Number one, earn more without burning out. Yes, guys, a lot of clients that I work with, they come to me with this thinking that I'm just burned out. I'm working more. Yes, I'm earning more, but I'm just constantly burned out and I'm not enjoying life. And I'm here to tell you guys that there is a different way. If it happened for me and I was able to switch from working just 16-hour days, 12, 10, 16-hour days, to just working a couple hours a day and earning great income, and I, as an immigrant in this country, moved 15 years ago, then it's definitely is also possible for you guys, right? It's possible, and it's definitely possible with the subconscious mind work. Okay, guys, so let's jump into a little bit of theory, and then after the theory, I'm going to be picking some of you guys who are in Zoom right now with me to do live diagnostics. Okay, so maybe think about maybe what you want to ask, what would be your question. And right now, let's just set intention for our day 2. What would you like to achieve? Just set intention, because our already field, our space is transformational already. So I invite you to set an intention for today. What would you like to achieve within today's webinar? You can mention it in chat, or you can just write it down in your notepad or notebook, right? And just keep it to yourself. Keep focused on that intention. And so we're going to talk a little bit what on subconscious level blocks your money, right? Yesterday, we already talked about, and I touched on the fact that subconscious controls 95% of our daily decisions, of our life choices, of our decisions. So even if we think that it's us conscious self making a choice, actually what's making the choice is our subconscious, right? We know already that. We also know that there is this such thing as hierarchy in the system, and in order to be attracting money, you have to have your own space in the world, basically system, in the system of your family, where the energy flows to you and you're able to utilize this energy to change your life and maybe open some financial opportunities for yourself, right? So we touched on that. We also touched on the fact that the relationship, the subconscious relationship that you have with your parents may also be affecting your financial dynamics, right? And so if we're talking in regards to specifically money, right, your subconscious chooses the financial patterns you repeat. But I would say here, not necessarily chooses, but also when your subconscious is being formed up until the age of that you're 12, right? It also looks at the surrounding, you feel the vibe that you live in, you feel the atmosphere. And for example, if your parents were living not super rich life, that means that this is the normal state of things for your subconscious. And this is the normal state in which, this is my norm of finances that I'm okay having, or my subconscious is okay having. And then in order to achieve more, you really need to restructure your neurons in your subconscious to really work through that, right? And be able to kind of break free from something that is normal for you and create a new norm, right? Your beliefs and fears shape how much you allow yourself to earn. And I would add there that we're not talking just like surface level fears, but we're talking about fears that are not visible to you. In my 5-year work with clients, I've noticed that, on the surface, they say certain things about finances or their businesses, but on a subconscious level, we uncover such fears that you're not even thinking of, and these fears might be also passing to us through previous generations. So without us working on those fears, it's really hard to break free from that, right? Generational and childhood programs influence your income ceiling. Okay, so guys, at this point, I want to do a diagnostic, right? Or maybe actually, let's talk first about why motivation and affirmations don't give lasting results, right? Let's break it down. So motivations works at the conscious level, but blocks operate on subconscious level. Affirmations can't penetrate deeper in the subconscious, and subconscious resists them, right? Because you also say affirmations on your conscious level, so you're not touching your subconscious. And basically, without addressing the root cause, results are always temporary, because if you have some very traumatic experience that is deeply rooted in your subconscious, no matter what you do on a surface level, it's just not changing. So that might be exactly the reason why you're currently facing some financial blocks and struggles. And at this point, guys, I want to do a diagnostic for everyone. We're going to do a little diagnostic. I invite you to find a quiet space where you can close your eyes and kind of breathe in, do some breathing exercises with me and some diagnostic. It's going to take probably like 5 to 7 minutes. And let's set an intention for this diagnostic. So right now, right here in this space, we're setting an intention to uncover the root causes why your finances are not growing. Or maybe, ask your specific question. Maybe why I cannot earn more, or why when I earn more, I lose money. So set this intention. I'm going to give you a little bit of space to do that. And we'll go into the diagnostic. And once you set this intention, let's just start breathing in and breathing out. And guys, for those of you who are watching me on Instagram, if you want to join my Zoom where I'm going to be picking participants, please click link in my stories and join from there. All right, guys, I think I'm ready to get started. So please find a comfortable position for yourself and close your eyes and do a deep inhale, pause, and a powerful exhale. Pause. One more deep inhale, pause, and big powerful exhale. Pause. One more inhale, pause, and deep powerful exhale. And kind of try to loosen up your body a little bit, get more relaxed. And one more big inhale, pause, and big powerful exhale. And just continue breathing normally. Now imagine that you're in the office room. It's a pretty comfortable space. You're comfortable. You're sitting at your desk. Keep your eyes closed. So you're sitting at your desk. You're enjoying your time, maybe doing some work, or maybe, I don't know, watching to a YouTube video, or whatever you might be doing in an office space. It's your own office, You are your own boss. Right? You're your own boss. You're just doing some activities, whatever it is. You feel really comfortable. You have a big table in front of you where you have your computer, a pen, a notepad, and maybe some Cheetos or maybe some apples, some snacks. Pretty much you're feeling very comfortable, right? Now, all of a sudden, imagine that the door to your office opens and people wearing interesting uniform come carrying big bags. They come to your desk and they start pouring money right on your table where you sit. So they start pouring huge bags of money on your table. They're pouring this money, and now your whole table is filled with money. And not only table, but also the floor is filled with money. So they pour it all in, right? Now your whole room is kind of filled with money. So the floor and your whole table. Notice in this moment, how do you feel in this moment? And remember that, because it's important for diagnostic. Also, you might just want to even write down this first part, right? How do you feel when someone just came in and poured a lot of money on your table? You're not touching it yet, but you were just noticing that. And how do you feel? Do you feel tense in your body? Do you feel great? So open your notepad and then put number 1, and I feel like that, right? So write it down, how you feel. That's going to be important because after the diagnostic is done, I'm going to tell you what it means for your subconscious, right? So when the money just arrives, how you feel? Do you feel tense? Do you feel like, oh, great, a lot of money came to me? Or you feel like, oh my God, is it my money? Whose money is that? What am I supposed to do with this money? How to handle that? Write down whether you're concerned or you're happy with the fact that the money arrived on your table and on the floor. And then are you thinking, oh my God, do I have to now step on this money? How I'm going to step on it? And write down everything that you're feeling in regards to this diagnostic number 1, and let me know when done so we can continue to the next phase of our finances and money diagnostic. Okay. Done. Perfect. Let's see, anyone else is done with writing down this number 1? That's how I feel. Let's just give it a little bit more time. Done. Perfect. You guys will be surprised with the results. Okay. Done too. Perfect. Done. Here on Instagram, we also have done. Amazing. Awesome job, guys. So another 30 seconds. And meanwhile, guys, those who are done, please close your eyes back. And still, again, envision yourself in that room full of money. You're sitting in front of you. There is a table with a lot of money on it. Now we're moving on to part 2 of our diagnostic. Done too. Perfect. All right. So part 2, guys. So close your eyes. Again, envision this money. Part 2, visualize like now you have to take this money, right? And go ahead and take this money. Like in your inner vision, when your eyes are closed, take this money. And what's important, notice with which hand you're grabbing the money. Are you grabbing it with both hands? Are you grabbing it with one hand? Are you grabbing it with another hand? And notice how it feels when you grab this money. Do you feel that they're dirty, or do you feel like, I love it, What's your feelings right now? What do you feel when you grab this money? Do you also start thinking, oh, is it mine or is it not mine? Do you start thinking, oh, how can I protect it? Or you feel completely safe with that? And it's super great. You feel like, okay, I'm just going to swim in this money, do the snow angel in this money, and I'll be great. Or you feel like, oh, if I go ahead and do the snow angel on the floor, I'm going to get so dirty. So notice how you feel, and also write down in your notepad how you feel about this money that you're touching. And also, what's very important, notice with which hand you grab the money. Also, write down, was it hard for you to grab the money? Did you hesitate before grabbing the money? Or was it super easy? You're like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm grabbing this money right now. And more and more and more, and you maybe start grabbing more, And notice once you grab the money, do you want to like save them somewhere, put them in the safe? Are you like concerned what's going to happen later on or not? And write it down. And once you guys are ready, please also write done in the chat, so I know that we can move to our third and final point 3 of the diagnostic. So all these feelings that you are noticing when you're grabbing the money and which hand you're grabbing them with, also write it down under point number 2. Done. Oh my God, Jennifer, you're so fast. That's amazing. You have great potential, I think. Let me see what you wanted to do. Yeah, you have great potential. Done. Perfect. Done. Amazing. On Instagram, we also have someone who's done. Perfecto, guys. All right, another 30 seconds, and then we'll go. Meanwhile, those who are done, you guys can close your eyes again. And again, envision this room. So you already grabbed the money. Everything is great or not great, depending on how you feel. All right. Another 10 seconds, and we'll move on to the part 3 of the diagnostic. Okay, so part 3 is that you're still in this room. You're already grabbing the money. Now, go ahead and let this money touch your face. touch your body, right? Touch your face, touch your body, and then notice how you feel when the money is touching your face and it's touching your body. Do you feel at ease? Do you feel great about it? Or do you like, ugh, it's dirty? Or maybe you're like, I don't know who touched it, and maybe I have to wash it, or I would rather put it on my credit card, or something. I need to go to the bank and put it in my bank. Notice how you feel. And then also go ahead and like step on the money that you have on the floor and lay down and imagine you're doing a snow angel. Imagine how you feel when you do the snow angel. Is it comfortable for you? Or do you feel a little bit like, ugh, I don't know, this whole money, someone already stepped on it, now I stepped and I'm doing the snow angel, it's not comfortable. Do you feel comfortable or not? And then once you identify that, also notice which part of your body feels more tense, the left side of your body or the right side of your body. Notice that. And then the very last part, once you notice that, the very last part, imagine that you stand up and leave the office. You put the money into big bags. You have a little dolly to carry them. And you're stepping away from your office into the world with this much money. It's like probably like, $1 million, let's say, or maybe even more. So you're stepping away from your office with these big bags of money, and notice how you feel. Do you feel safe? Do you feel like, oh yeah, I'm carrying this money, it's awesome? Or do you feel like, ugh, I don't know, someone may steal them now, I have to protect it? Notice if you're experiencing fear of your own life when you are around this much money out in the open outside your office. It's very important. And once you notice that, notice how you feel, which side of the body feels more tense. So notice all of that. And also write it down in your notepad at number 3. That's going to be our number 3. Number 3, what you felt when money touched your face, your body, what you felt when you were doing snow angel on the money, and what you felt when you stepped away from the office and you were carrying these huge bags of money through the corridor and to the street. Did you feel safe or did you feel concerned or something? And then once you write it down, also you can please put down in chat, and then I'm going to be revealing the results of this diagnostic, guys. I think it's a very interesting and powerful diagnostic of your subconscious. So now we're really realistically going to see how your thoughts, how you think, about money is really different from how it is in your subconscious. What's really buried in your subconscious. Okay, done. Perfect, done. Okay, so guys, now please, whoever is done, if you guys can share, or maybe for this type of diagnostic, let's invite someone and maybe talk about what were the results, and I'll also explain for the rest of the group what it means. So whoever wants to come and talk to me, please raise your hand so we can put you guys on the screen. Can you raise your hand, Lisa Selwitz? Okay. Could you raise your hand through this chat? Or my dear technical team, can we put Lisa Selwitz and open the microphone for her? Oh, here we go. She raised her hand, so let's put her in. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. It's great to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. Where are you joining from?
I live in New York.
Oh, lovely. How is the weather in New York?
It's not bad. I
Mhm.
hear the rest of the country is a little hot. I'm just gonna wipe my thing because it looks like it's, I don't know. Anyway, no,
Mhm.
it's great. It's great. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. You did you write down the results, what you felt?
Mhm.
Okay. So could you please share with us what you felt when just random people just came into your office and poured a lot of money on the table? How did you what did you write down?
I feel wonderful about the money pouring onto my desk and floor. I wasn't concerned. I was happy, but I was wondering how I will gather all of it. Um, so I was excited about getting it. I think I sort of felt like, oh, it's about time it's here. And that was my initial reaction. But I did wonder about picking it all up. That was
Mhm.
one question.
Okay, so you liked it, but what exactly was like, maybe not the best?
Nothing was bad about it, but I was just wondering, like, what am I going to do? How am I going to gather all of it? I just was
Mhm.
like, oh, like for some reason, I'm not a great housekeeper. So I
Mhm.
felt like, okay, how am I going to get all this, pulled together to go to the bank? So that's kind of what I was reacting to.
I see, I see. Well, very, very interesting. Um, Guys in Instagram, please, I'm gonna switch you off just for a little bit. Switch you off for just for a little bit. But okay, guys, and in just a little bit, please do deep breaths for me while I'm doing something really quick. And yeah, but basically, and I'm gonna tell you what it means. You know what it means. So, guys, if you experienced that, it's great when someone comes into the office and pours money for you. That's super awesome. All right, that means that at least you're open to receiving. On a subconscious level, you're open to receiving money. But then here comes the challenge. On a subconscious level, you don't know what to do with this money. How to gather. There's a little bit like a concern. So, in your specific case, Lisa, what I would recommend is write down, this is going to be your homework for today, okay? In your
Okay.
specific case, I would recommend write down, uh, okay, if I do receive that money that I want, what I'm going to do with it, where I'm going to store it, how I'm going to use it, how I'm going to spend it, where it's going to be spent. And here, guys, there's one big reason that lies in your subconscious that might be blocking the money flow. Because on a subconscious level, you don't know where it's going to go. So very important how to fix that, very important practice for that would be to write down, okay, for example, I want to be making $100,000 a month. So from this $100,000, this amount I'm going to put into my savings, this amount I'm going to buy Bitcoin, or whatever you guys want to buy, right? Or this amount I'm going to go to Disneyland or maybe travel and get Alexandrina's mentorship, whatever feels good and right in the moment for you. Or maybe with this amount, I'm just going to quit my job and travel Europe for a year, and then also write down your expenses. Because then on a subconscious level, you're kind of programming that, okay, I have room and this is what I'm going to spend this money. Because it might be one of the subconscious reasons why the money is not coming, right? One other factor, I'm wondering, and Lisa, I'm going to keep you here because we're going to talk about the point number 2, but in point number 3. But I also want to see in chat if you guys can write down what was your number 1, because I want to kind of tell you a little bit more information about this. Yeah. So I see Michelle. Uh, I see Michelle. She is mentioning indifferent, stupid. Like, why didn't that send it electronically? Indifferent, why I can't send it electronically? Okay, so what it means, Michelle, right? If you are indifferent to the money, so let's say you're in a partnership or you're in a relationship and you're indifferent to that person, what would that mean? That person would not be maybe with you for long because you're just indifferent to him, right? The same situation subconsciously happens with finances. If you are indifferent to money that comes into the room, you're not excited, why would money come into you? Makes sense? Why would money come into you? Let me know, Michelle, if that makes sense. See, so that might be, this is one of the blocks. You got to be excited for money, right? Ultimately, on a subconscious level, if we're happy, we're comfortable when the money pours in, right? When we touch money, then we're in a good space, right? And all the rest is not some things that, you know, we can fix through subconscious work. Okay, someone else wrote, I felt concern and guilt. Okay, Jennifer, well, this is also, so if you experience negative emotion in this point number one, that means that, yeah, you're already blocking the money flow. So basically this diagnostic showed, is your subconscious okay with just receiving money for no reason, out of nowhere? That's what we tested with this point number one. Are you okay with just receiving money, you know? And even though you guys said, I want to, you know, earn more with ease, you know, easy, not all of you are open to just receiving money easy, as the diagnostic show. Because if you feel, I felt concern and guilt, that's exactly the reason. That is the block. You feel already guilt when the money just comes with ease. So how on a conscious level or on a material level you are supposed to be receiving money easily? Make sense? Write down, guys, if you're receiving some insights right now. Let me see. Yes, makes sense. Yes, yes. All right, guys. So I was happy, however, I was happy. Well, let me see, let me see, let me see. I was happy, however, I had a little pressure in my chest. Yeah, so that little pressure, it's a sign of a subconscious block in your chest. And what were you thinking, Angie, when you were like this little pressure in your chest? What were you thinking? I wonder, you know? Helpful, thank you. Feel like I have to work extremely hard to have financial security. See, so this is one of the core beliefs that is rooted in your subconscious, because I kind of programmed our diagnostic space to really show your deep-rooted causes, why the money is not flowing, or maybe the income is not increasing. And see, you have a deep-rooted idea that the money have to come hard. And you cannot just receive them out of nowhere, an abundance of money, right? Yes, receiving insights that I do feel like I have to work hard for the money. I wonder why I had this pressure. It's limited my happiness. Yeah, well, if you feel pressure in the chest, right, or some just pressure in the body, that means that you're not open to freely receiving money on a subconscious level. And we definitely have to work on fixing that, right? Because otherwise, it's going to be constantly hard for you to be receiving money. And right now, guys, it's a perfect segue for me to tell you like why you don't feel comfortable just receiving money out of the blue. Because your subconscious does not have history, does not have any family history of someone receiving money easily. Or maybe someone received money and it was just, you know, not the best for them in this moment. Or maybe they died because they received money easily, you know, they suffered, they felt guilty, and that's why this traumatic experience happened and then passed through genes to you guys, to future generations. As I mentioned yesterday on a call, there has been studies that show that emotional traumatic experience can pass through generations through genes. That means that if your ancestor, for example, received money easy and then suffered, then this emotional reaction kind of formulated in his body, in his genes, and it may have transferred to you. So what you need to do is you need to learn how to remove such reaction so you can remove it, so you can start receiving money with ease. All right, guys, any more question on this first point, or we can move on to the second one? And I know, Lisa, I still have you here. So shall we move on to the second point? Yeah. Okay, so tell me, please, briefly, what did you feel in the second point?
I took both hands and I just like swept it into a big bag. I was like, woohoo! And just like sweeping it with my hands and my arms and just grabbing it with gusto.
Wait. Could you repeat that, please, one more time?
I took both hands and arms and I was basically just gathering it. I was sweeping it like the piles. I was sweeping it into a big bag, like come to
Uh-huh.
me, like I was just like, woohoo, just grabbing it and just, like not just picking it up and with one hand, but both hands. I was like, come on, come to mama,
That's great. So you feel totally cool. Everything was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. That means awesome. No distractions here. And let's go to the bullet number 3, because then I might want to pick someone who had some certain distraction or like some sort of tense reaction, and maybe help them uncover what the block. But tell me about the third, the point number 3, when you have to let the money touch your face, right, and then let the money lay on the money and then go outside. What did you feel?
Um, it's interesting because normally I'm sort of a germaphobe around stuff touching my face, but I was fine with it. And I
Mhm.
couldn't get myself to do the snow angels. I was like rolling, like I was,
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good.
um, and,
Mhm,
you know, I live in New York. I was a little nervous about taking it to the bank, but
mhm,
it's only a few blocks away. So it didn't really create massive anxiety for me. Um,
mhm.
I just kind of went with it like, well, heck, I'm just going to take it right now.
Ah,
So,
that's awesome. I love it. So you were walking, when you were walking outside the office, you felt like comfortable, you felt good, you felt happy, or were you at least concerned that, oh, well, it's just a few blocks, I can make it.
well, yeah, I mean, because I do live in Manhattan, and so there's definitely, you know, um, I didn't dwell on that. I'm like, I'm just going to go for it and just go take
Mm-hmm.
it there now. But I really do feel like I have some money blocks because I've been very successful in a career for many, many years. And
Mm-hmm.
I started my own business a few years ago. I was a little bit early, but
Mm-hmm.
it's taken a while. Like in terms of like divine timing, it's just taken a while for it to really happen. And so it makes me feel like I know I have to have some blocks.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's time for my company to take off. I do actually feel like I'm now there. We're ready to just
Mm-hmm.
explode, but I've been so confused
Mm-hmm.
for the last, I guess a couple of years. Like, why is this taking so long? What am I doing? Why am I blocking myself? Like, I do feel like there must be some blocks. It doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I make products that people love. Why am I not? And my background is in marketing. So why am I not growing faster? That's
Yeah, so this is, for this one, I would like to offer you a diagnostic a little bit later on.
okay.
Please remind me, okay, in chat.
Okay.
We're gonna do
Yeah.
it. But for now, guys, my dear technical team, if we can switch Lisa to someone who kind of a little bit struggled with point number 2 and or point number 3. If you guys can raise your hand, and we're gonna pin you to the screen and talk a little bit with you. Whoever struggled with point number 2 or number 3, and then I'll be able to explain the results of the diagnostic. So if you guys can raise your hand. Okay. Okay, do we have someone uh, who wants to talk or no? Okay, Jennifer. Perfect, Jennifer. So my dear technical team, if you can remove please Lisa and put Jennifer in. Thank you so much, Lisa, for being brave to share your story. But I feel like, in this regard, in regards to this diagnostic, I think you're very good. Only one thing in the first point where you have to just write down where you're gonna spend it. That's so far what we uncovered with this diagnostic. On point 2 and point 3, you're doing good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. All right. So I see someone put a hand up and now you guys remove the hand, or what's the situation? uh, all right, let me see what you guys are saying. I wonder why I had this pressure. Okay, Jennifer, yes. So let's put Jennifer also. Thank you so much. Alyssa, you can maybe turn off your video for a little bit for now so we can switch you. There's always these technicalities that I'm not sure of. Okay. And meanwhile, I'm going to read the chat while we're trying to connect Jennifer Sweeney to here, to the screen. Okay. So Susan writes, I felt the same way with my business. It should be easier than it's been. My background is in marketing. With. Would you post the points again? Yes. Helpful. Thank you. All right. So far, Michelle posted number 2. Grab with both hands. It was heavy, like it weighted me down. It was easy to grab though. Okay, so number 2, guys, also diagnoses your state of as to how your subconscious is open to just grabbing money and receiving money, you know, and maybe stating the price and like getting that price, you know. So for example, if it was easy for you to grab the money, and then I've asked you to specifically note with which hand. If you grab with both hands, that means that you're okay grabbing it on like basically your mom's family tree and dad's family tree, right? And then, but if you grab it with one specific hand, that means that if it's a left hand, that means that your mama's side programs are better for you to like accept money or grab money, right? Or if you grabbed it with just right hand, which is reflective of your dad's sides of the family tree, that means that your dad's side is more wired to like grabbing money, maybe putting the price on, and you know, just getting what you want, right? And so Michelle, in your diagnostic, right, it says I feel like it felt heavy, like it weighted me down. It was easy to grab though, right? And guys, my dear technical team, please put Jennifer Sweeney. I'm going to talk to her, do a diagnostic for her. But for now, so Michelle, the fact that it weighted you down means that on a subconscious level, you have the program that big money, a lot of money is hard. It's going to be hard for you. It's going to be too tense and you're going to be burned out. So that's why your subconscious is blocking your next level of income, because you're afraid to be, you know, burned out. You're afraid that it's going to be too much for you. Let me know if that makes sense at all for the point 2. Так, let's say 3. Grab with both hands. Jennifer, number 2, you say, I felt like it was hard to take the money. It felt dirty. I grabbed with right hand. Okay, so this is an important point, guys. For example, if you grab with both hands and you feel great, that means that your like mom's side and dad's side are good with money and they're able to grab money, get the money, take the money when someone gives them to you, right? Now, if you experience certain negative emotions with a specific hand, it means that the problem, the subconscious block that you're experiencing with money lays on a specific side of one of your parents. So for example, Jennifer, for your case, and I hope that my technical team can put you into the diagnostic right now. I really hope so.
Yes,
Please.
I'm unmuted now, I think.
You're what?
I think I'm unmuted now.
Oh, perfect. Okay, we just need to put you on the spot. Okay, great. So you said, I felt it was hard to take the money. It felt dirty. I grabbed with right hand, right? So these are your subconscious blocks. Hard to take, so it's hard for you to grab the money, right? It's hard for you to grab the money, name the price, right? And you're blocking maybe higher income, you're blocking because it's hard for you, you know? Second thing, it felt dirty. So generally on a subconscious level, you feel that money is dirty. So imagine you think like that about your partner. Oh, he's dirty. Would he want to be around you?
No.
No. See? So if we have this belief wired in our subconscious, and it's a subconscious diagnostic, guys, right? It's not like your surface level belief on the belief of like thoughts, right? But just generally on your subconscious. So it's deeply wired in your subconscious then the money kind of like, oh, okay, she thinks I'm dirty, I'm not going to come to her.
That makes sense.
We want to welcome money. We want to love money. We want to be comfortable swimming in money. And if we're comfortable swimming in money, then the money is going to flow to us. Like if you watch Shark Tank, guys, for example, you watch Shark Tank, like these sharks, they're always saying, well, I love money, whatever's going to make me money, I love, give me more money, I'm going to grab it, because they don't have this subconscious block. They're grabbing money, they're okay with it, it doesn't matter. And sometimes they even say, money is money, who cares, right? So this is the attitude, this is the wiring that attracts big wealth to you.
Awesome.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Absolutely. And then I hope we still will be able to put you on the screen and discuss with you point 3. But let me see. So Angie says, I grabbed it with my left hand and it felt okay, but I had pressure in my heart. Okay. Well, Jennifer, also one point for you. It felt dirty, I grabbed with the right hand. So what it means specifically for your case, and maybe if you can come back and we can put you on the screen,
I'm
that
here.
would be good. You're here. Okay. So you grabbed it with your right hand. It means that this program that money is dirty, it actually stems from your father's bloodline. See?
That makes sense.
So from your father. So your father, or maybe your father's father, felt the money is dirty, and you're kind of repeating this pattern up until today, up until this moment. So it's not like you just started thinking that, oh, money is dirty. It's because your father thought that it's dirty, or maybe your grandfather on your father's side, right? And that's why money feels dirty for you right now. So pretty much all you have to do is rewire your subconscious so it doesn't think that money is dirty. Give back that program that came from your father's family line, and then boom. And now, are you working for someone, or you also have a business, Jennifer?
So I've been working for someone and recently lost my job and trying to decide if I'm going to go out on my own or go back into corporate.
Oh, gotcha. Makes sense. If you were to go on your own, what would you do?
Coaching.
Oh, coaching. Very cool. What kind of coaching?
Well, with coaching, you're really not the expert in the room. You're helping people find their own answers. So whatever clients we're wanting to dig into.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah,
we can see if that's a good fit. Okay, but meanwhile, I want to continue with discussing point number 2, guys. So Angie, I grabbed this with my left hand. It felt okay, but I had pressure in my chest. So Angie, for you, it means that there is some subconscious block that's coming from your mom's side. Remember, left hand, it's almost as if I'm teaching you guys. So left hand is responsible, or left side of the body is responsible for subconscious program that are passed to you from your mom's side of the family, right? And then right hand is subconscious program that are passed to you from your dad's side. So there is something, Angie, that was passed to you from your mom's side. That's that pressure in your heart. And that pressure, Angie, is actually, I don't want to give too much of myself. If it's heart, then the heart is blocked, and heart is about giving to someone. And so I don't want to give too much of myself to someone. That's your kind of little bit block. Okay. Crystal writes, I grabbed more with my right hand, felt more hesitant with my left hand, but still grabbed it. The left hand wanted to organize the money more. Now tell me this, Crystal, is your mom kind of likes to organize money? Felt more hesitant with left hand. So see, there is a little bit hesitancy. If there is a little bit of hesitancy, that's the block that is preventing you from grabbing money, from taking your own, from grabbing your customers, from grabbing your clients. So that's a super powerful diagnostic. Are you guys liking it so far? Am I explaining it right? I hope I am. Let me know. Thank you. Yeah, definitely have fears around burning out again. My system literally blocks me and won't let me go. My mom is more OCD, and I also am a bank teller. Was a bank teller. It's great. Thanks. Okay, guys. Anyone else wants to talk about point number 2 and mention what they have in the diagnostic? So I can break it down for you guys and give you some insights and maybe, some ideas like what's really blocking you. Let me know in the chat. Okay, let me see. I joined late, so I didn't get the benefit of the full presentation. I definitely missed out. When I picture money coming to me, I see myself as a ball of energy, almost repelling money. I'm not able to use either hand, take the money. I don't feel any pressure in my body. Okay, well, this is powerful, and let's talk a little bit about that, right? And so, Susan, specifically for you, I want to repeat, but just give me a quick second. And yes. Um, so basically, guys, so Susan, if you want to do this diagnostic, right? If you want to do this diagnostic, um, if you want to do this diagnostic, close your eyes and imagine how you feel first when there is money poured on your table. Second, imagine how you feel when you just touch the money. With which hand you touch the money, and how do you feel doing that? And third part of the diagnostic was imagine how you feel when you have to when you want to touch money with your face, or money touches your face, your body. Then you kind of lay in money. And then the last point of diagnostic, number 3, was noticing how you feel when you step outside the office and you grab all these bags of money that came to you and you're just going on the street or something. Notice how you feel. But for now, Susan, for your diagnostic, when I picture money coming to me, I see myself as a ball of energy. That's good. I'm not able to use either hand to take the money. So see, that's a big subconscious block. If you're not able to use either hand to take the money, we can assume by this diagnostic that you have trouble naming the price, maybe getting clients, grabbing the money, and you might be even giving away money, not to kind of hold on to it, because there is a fear of holding on to money or grabbing money. Let me know if that resonates with you, Susan. Well, let me know. When I picture money coming to me, okay, it's great. Okay, and guys, and we still have number 3 to talk about, right? But so far, you guys already getting some insights. Oh, this is why I have on a subconscious level, I have things around money. I don't know if it's fear of the money feels like it's beneath me. Oh, you mean the money feels beneath you? Yeah. And it seems like it's also stemming from all sides of your family, right? Maybe all sides. Yes. So if it's like you are not able to grab money with both hands, it means that on both sides of your family and your ancestral line, you have these blocks around money, or maybe there were some traumatic situations about money, and that's why exactly right now you're not able, to do something about that. Okay, guys, so we'll continue to point 3 in just a little bit. Or actually, maybe this is powerful. Thank you so much. And meanwhile, to continue the diagnostic, I'm gonna also ask one of you guys to maybe join me, and we'll have a discussion. But for now, I want to share with you guys a little bit of some of the reviews that I received during the sessions that I do with the subconscious. These are people who take in my courses, or these are people who took sessions with me. So let's hear what they have to say. It's super quick. 6 minutes. After that, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about my program, and after that we're gonna continue to the point number 3, and we're gonna continue our live diagnostic. Sound good? All right, let's go ahead and start. Oh, where are my reviews? I'm not super technical, guys. I can read quantum field, but I'm not the most technical person. Let's try that again. All right, here we go.
This is a video review, a video thank you to Alexandrina, a specialist in working with the subconscious. In life, Alexandrina is my friend. We have been friends for quite a long time, and I know what a bright and wonderful person she is. The thing is, like anyone, I have many life problems. So and one of them was a health issue. I was troubled by very frequent migraines. Probably for 10 years, they couldn't really diagnose it because a migraine is a migraine. So, and I at times struggled with attacks for 3 days. When an attack occurred and you can't do anything, the quality of life changes, the head hurts, there's nausea. In general, these migraines were very hard to endure. Alexandrina suggested that I have such a session. I'll be honest, I'm quite a skeptical person in life, but now it's been almost 1.5 months since we had this session, and it's very unexpected for me. I haven't had a headache even once, although they used to visit me once a week regularly, such migraines. Lately, I was really suffering a lot. I did not take any pills, so I can only attribute it to the fact that we worked well. We found the reason why I have headaches. I won't go into details, but I am surprised and grateful. And now I want to turn to Alexandrina to help me solve my other life issues. So believe, girls, do it. It really works. I am in mild shock. You could say it's magic, it's enchantment, and Alexandrina is our fairy. So, friends, if you have any important life questions, I think she can solve any issues. Good luck to everyone.
I want to share my feedback about Alexandrina's work. In my case, I came with a request regarding irregular periods, their absence. So, and the funny thing is that many specialists couldn't, let's say, help me. A lot of time has passed since all those previous analyses. Nothing helped me. Upon arriving in the United States, I was diagnosed specifically by a doctor with a diagnosis called polycystic ovary syndrome, and at the moment it is considered incurable. Therefore, all doctors say that it can only be managed by taking contraceptive pills for life. As a 17-year-old girl, this situation did not suit me at all, and I was upset. For a long time, I was in such a state, like how, what for? I want to get rid of this. So this question of how to get rid of it eventually came to me. So I was very lucky that my mom knew Alexandrina, even if indirectly, even if for a short time, but she told me, go ahead and write to her and try to consult with her, try to somehow have a discussion with her. She tells me that Alexandrina will help you. I wrote, we had a discussion, and absolutely out of nowhere, from nowhere, on the 5th day after the session, my period started on its own. Absolutely without any medication, without any external support, just started on its own for the first time in a very, very long time, independently, without anything. That's why I am very grateful to Alexandrina for such help. I advise all women, girls who have questions about health issues. I believe that you should go to a master like her. And I think it's necessary because modern medicine cannot always identify the specific cause of your, let's say, issue there. Therefore, I am very glad that such circumstances occurred in my life, which allowed me to get rid of a long-standing and very pressing problem. Therefore, those who believe that analysis can only be useful in the topics of relationships, self-realization, finances, like I thought, because I was such a skeptic after all these unsuccessful attempts, so to speak, at recovery through analysis. And yet, one of the attempts, this one with Alexandrina, helped me. So that's how it is. I think it's very good. And I believe that all women, girls who have any health issues, if you seek help, you will not be left without assistance, you will not be left without results, which is very important. It's a very, very significant investment in yourself. So reach out. And thank you very much to Alexandrina once again.
Hi everyone, I wanted to share with you my experience with Alexandrina and her session. When I signed up to, have like a session with her, my request was to double my income, and it did happen. I was skeptical in the beginning about doing the sessions, but it worked. So you have to try it for yourself and see if it works for you.
Hi everyone, I'm Melina, and I just wanted to record a quick review for my subconscious transformation session that I had with Alexandrina back in the day. At that time, I was going through a really rough breakup, and I had like a block. I literally did not notice men, like they didn't exist in my life. I remember we would go out with my friends and like at the restaurant, or we're out taking a walk at the beach or anywhere in the lounge, and they would like, Alina, look, they're totally checking you out. That guy's interested. That guy's flirting. I was like, what? Really? I was completely oblivious. I was not going for it. And after I did the session, in a matter of 1 week, I met with 2 different guides. And take a second, I was not actively looking at all. I was not on any dating profiles. I was not going out like to bars, meeting them, or actively trying to engage at all. 2 different guys out of the blue, great guys, went on 2 different dates, and I kept going later on. But and I mean great dates, like great conversations, really interesting, like the guy's picking you up, deciding where you going, like telling you, okay, where he's picking you up at that time, opening the door of the car, bringing flowers, that kind of stuff. And that was completely mind-blowing. After that, it just kept spiraling up and getting better and better. So in all the honesty, I cannot claim that I know how it works, but what I can claim that I know that it does. So I definitely recommend to anyone, definitely check it out. You are gonna love it.
All right, guys, perfect. Well, these are some of the reviews of people who, who joined my sessions. So I work in the areas of relationship, finances, burnout, emotional regulation, and some of the health concerns as well. In fact, for those who just joined, I just want to remind you guys that I had struggles in all of these areas of life, and I was able to transform. Also, one of my health concerns was acne on my face, and it was just not going away. And I was able, with the help of the subconscious mind transformation session, reprogram that. So that's why I'm also doing this webinar, to show you guys the tools of how you're able to do it, to help you diagnose and show you what's actually lies beneath the surface. Because a lot of people think like, oh, I'm not able to increase my income because maybe I don't work too hard, maybe I'm unlucky, or I don't even know why. And you've been trying to find a solution, you've been trying to understand why, but you don't know. You don't know why it's happening. And I want to tell you guys that maybe the reason lies in your subconscious, and not even maybe, but most likely, because I see it a lot during the sessions. Like, for example, this first lady who said she has migraines. And guys, sorry for the language, but I had to use tool to translate the review from from Russian language to English one. So I feel like the wording is a little but still, it's such a powerful review. So this lady who had migraines, she had migraines for 12 years, and I didn't know about it, and she's my friend, and I'm like, well, let's do a session for your migraines. Let's see if it works, because why not? I was able to help myself with the health concern with my acne, and I was like, let's try it on you as well. And so we did just one session, and literally after the first session, it's been 2 months. She hasn't had an episode with migraines at all. Imagine, she was living with migraines for about 15 years. 15 years, guys. And one session with subconscious reprogramming, and that's it. Her migraines are gone. Another review that you guys watched, right, was the lady. She stopped having her period when the war in Ukraine started, and it's been 3 years. The only way to get her periods was to get medication from the doctors, and she was spending like $800 a month, being an immigrant here in the States, just on meds to get her period and stuff. And they told her that she's not even able to get pregnant because her like ovaries are not functioning. And she came to me after, countless of specialists who couldn't do anything. And doctor says the condition is not treatable. So she comes to me, right? And after, again, just one session, it's an honest review, like 5 days after her period starts and her hormones start to be balanced, right? And yeah, she's gonna go to the doctor pretty soon to maybe get to see if the diagnosis can be lifted. But basically, the reason why she was struggling was her subconscious fear of having kids, and how you can identify it on your own, or how you can even identify it in like therapy, or just by thinking about it. No, you have to know how to work with subconscious. And on that note, guys, I want to introduce this program that I've been creating for a long time, and I've been successfully teaching in Slavic countries before for a couple of years. And I'm very excited to introduce it again for those of you who haven't listened yesterday. And so this is my 2-month program called Level Up Foundations. And it's a program where I'm going to be teaching you guys how to diagnose what's happening on your subconscious and how to rewire your subconscious. It's going to be 2 months intense, immersive kind of experience with 16 plus sessions from me, where we're going to be meeting on Zoom and we're going to be teaching you exactly how to do it. I'm going to be teaching you exactly how I did those sessions that brought results to people from day one. Right? And then let's talk about that third review about a lady who was launching her business. It's super quick review, but it's also a true story where I just, because I work with businessmen, right? And they come to me to scale their business. We scaled her business in such a way that she came from, making very little money to making a good amount. And now she's like super popular. A person who sells her product, right? And she's like right now even on the international market. And that was just because we did maybe, I don't know how many sessions, maybe a month-long mentorship she took from me, and she was able to achieve this result, right? And let's talk about this another review from a girl who mentioned that she was thinking about her ex for like about a year. She had like this constant thoughts. She wasn't able to get rid of him, and she was doing therapy, but it wasn't helping her, And again, one session with me, after just one session, she just stopped thinking about this type of man, and boom, she starts living her life and starting to pay attention to different men. And that's all because the method that I use is able to go deep into your subconscious, uncover the root cause, and then give you a powerful transformation. And then basically I call it being a surgeon of subconscious mind, So for example, if you're a surgeon, if you go to a surgeon, they remove the problem, right? They don't just give you medicine to treat it. They remove the problem that was causing something in your life. So guys, if we're talking in regards of money, specifically in money realm, there are these subconscious blocks that you're not aware of, and you don't even know they exist, and you're not going to know unless you either take a session or learn how to do it. And without removing these blocks, you would not be able to achieve the result that you want, unfortunately. So that's why I'm very excited to present you guys my 2 months program, Mind Pro Foundation, where we're going to learn how to reprogram your subconscious and unlock new opportunities. We're going to do life transformation sessions, practical audio transformation tracks, diagnostic, and work with subconscious block. And also, guys, I noticed Jennifer, you mentioned you're a coach and you're considering whether be a coach or not to be. It's also maybe an opportunity for you to be earning money, doing what you love and helping others. Because I'm going to teach you not only to work with yourself, but also work with clients so you can start doing the same sessions. And once you do a successful sessions, people recommend you, you get clients pretty easily because they know that you give proven results, right? And so that may be another way of income stream for you, where you as a coach take on this additional tool of working with subconscious. And it's super powerful, guys. Within being just a year on the American market or English speaking market, I'm already working with celeb clients simply because this method is so powerful. And whoever tries it really falls in love with it, falls in love with the results, and they want to experience it more, you know. So this is my program, right? Module, I'm going to briefly talk about the modules, and then we're going to go back to the diagnostics, guys, okay? So module 1, self-reset and personal reprogramming. From module 1, you're going to be given powerful practices that will help you remove the subconscious blocks. So for example, today, guys, during this diagnostic, you're uncovering that this is my block, you know, this is my block, this is on my mom's and dad's side. So from module 1, from week 1, you already have the tools on how to remove it from your subconscious by yourself. You don't need necessarily a session from me or something. You can work by yourself and just reprogram that. Module 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, I'm teaching you how to do proper diagnostic. I'm going to be giving you audio practices so you can practice kind of connecting to quantum field, and so you're able to diagnose yourself. We're going to be practicing diagnostics in group. And then after that, we're going to be doing transformations for removing these blocks that you've uncovered during the diagnostic, right? And then module 5 through 10, basically specific areas of life. We're going to be doing life transformations, and I'm going to be teaching you how to work with the area of relationship, finances, body, internal state, different variations, how to work with sexual energy. And if we're talking money specifically, guys, one of the subconscious blocks that is blocking your income is your blocks in the sexual energy blocks. So if you have a sexual energy block, you have less energy, you have less drive, money comes hard to you, relationship comes hard to you. What happens if you unblock your sexual energy? Money starts flowing easily, right? The relationship starts coming in, you start receiving gifts from the universe, you receive more pleasure, you're more happy in your life. Who would like that, guys? Well, tell me in chat, who would like this, to have this? Yay, you guys are sending me hearts. Thank you so much. And guys, pretty shortly, in about 30 minutes after the live diagnostic, I'm going to do this powerful subconscious practice. That's going to be a subconscious reprogramming and for attracting your wealth and finances. So please stay till the end. Module 10, my favorite, somatic transformation, body-based reprogramming. Why that is important? Because I noticed during trial and error that only reprogramming on your subconscious level makes a difference, but it's way more powerful when you do it together with the body, because your body stores these subconscious blocks, it stores these emotions, it stores this traumatic negative experience that you acquired during your life, and also some of the experiences from past generation. It stores, it carries all that. That's why sometimes you have headache, that's why sometimes you have fatigue, you have low energy, you have burnout, because your body stores all these blocks and it cannot function freely. And so the lighter your body is, the lighter your life is, the quicker your results are. So it's super important to work with the body, guys, to reprogram that. Guys, maybe someone has any questions in terms of the program that I haven't answered yet, or can we move forward? Please let me know. Let me know in the chat. Oh, chat. Here we have our chat. Sounds fabulous. Sounds awesome. Good to move forward. Sounds amazing. Guys, it truly is. And again, it's just this program, it's like 7 years of my practice of all these methodologies. I've been gathering them together and then practicing first on my friends, then on my clients, and now I know for a fact what works and what works fast. If I can, with my client, transform them so that they remove their health issues within one session, or income starts growing super fast, and I already know that I can teach you guys. And I have students who took my courses, and they were able to increase their income, they were able to start working with others, get new career, new profession, and just generally improve their life in relationship, just energy, even the way they look. Even the way they look. All right, guys, so if you want to receive a complimentary diagnostic from one of the members of my care team, It usually costs $200, but today I'm giving it to you guys for free. If you want to learn more about the program in details, right, and see if it's the right fit for you, please, right now in chat, my care team is going to drop a link to schedule a call with one of our care team members, and they will be able to answer any questions you guys might have. So please utilize this opportunity. Spots are very limited because for the program, generally, spots are limited because I'm going to be paying dedicated attention to each one of you guys because I want you to get awesome results. It's super important for me. And I know if I was able to receive results, you guys would be able to receive it as well. So just click on the link in chat and Zoom. And for those of you guys who are on Instagram, just check out my stories, join Zoom, and click on that link to schedule your call with one of our professionals. And they would be able to give you a diagnostic on a specific situation. For example, if it's finances, they would be able to give you a diagnostic on your financial situation. You're going to be very surprised how accurate it is. So you've got 3 minutes to book your call. And while you're doing that, I'm going to also tell you guys about day 3. So day 3, it's an exclusive VIP webinar day where all we're going to be doing is individual live diagnostics and transformations. So I'm going to be calling you guys one by one on video, right? And you're going to be telling me, okay, my request is this. And I'm going to be doing the diagnostic myself personally for you. And also we're going to be doing mini transformations. So if you guys are interested in this powerful opportunity, please go ahead, and then my care team is going to drop the link in chat to purchase day 3. It's only $49. Usually it's $250. So if you're curious and want me to personally work with you without you having to pay $1,000 for a session, this is your chance to utilize this opportunity. Pay only $50 and join day 3, where we're going to be talking, and I'm going to be in a group setting, but I'm going to be calling you one by one and doing diagnostics on Zoom. So definitely 100% worth it. And at the end of day 3, we're going to do a powerful consolidation, transformational practice that will, allow you to kind of embed everything that we talked about and like remove everything that was blocking you, and you uncover, and like set a path for you for like bright future, abundant relationship and finances. This is a very, very powerful practice. That's why I'm saving it to day 3. And it's, my practice that I use with my VIP celeb clients. And tomorrow I'm going to do it for you guys in a group setting. Super powerful. You're going to receive increasing energy. You're going to be shifting from one quantum level to the completely different quantum level. I'm going to be kind of quantumly, subconsciously lifting you up to the level where everything comes easy. And you'll notice for the next 3 days that kind of as if you're living in a new universe. This is how powerful this practice is. So if you do want to experience that, sign up for day 3. And for my Instagram guys, if you want to sign up, please join our Zoom. Links are in chat for the day 3. All right, guys. So I think I've talked, enough about the day 3. Yeah, after payment, you'll get access to the exclusive chat where day 3 will take place. And of course, we're going to do exclusive live work with me, personal diagnostic and transformation, and this powerful, super powerful practice. Also, guys, as my gift to you for attending this webinar, my care team is going to post links to AI Scanner, your subconscious money blocks. If you haven't tried it, please go ahead and try it. It's pretty damn accurate, so I invite you guys to try. And also, if you missed it, there's a relationship checklist from day 1. Basically, this checklist is what I uncovered when working with my 1,000 clients, right? What is the problem that they're experiencing, and what is the actual subconscious block, like most common subconscious block why, for example, they have a certain situation. All right, guys. So with that, actually, before we jump to point 3, I want to discuss a very important point. And raise your hand or maybe type in 1 in chat if you experience guilt or like fear on a daily basis or semi-daily, or you're feeling guilty from time to time in your like once a month, and type in how many times you're experiencing that you're guilty or you feel guilty. Let me know. And I'm going to uncover you one more subconscious reason why your income might be stuck. I don't feel guilty. I constantly feel fear. So Lisa, I'm kind of reading that this is not necessarily your fear, it's someone from your family tree, right? And the only way that I saw to release that fear once and for all and completely is to do a subconscious transformation session, because otherwise you're just taking the pill, but you're not really addressing the root cause of the issue. Okay, so who feels guilty? Yes, I feel guilty, money, and I also have fear of money abandoning me. Guys, on that front, I want to tell you that if we have fear that the money is abandoning you, then what we're doing, we're programming our universe to do that. Okay, someone on Instagram says fear and guilt. Yes. Someone else, guys, from the chat also feels this fear and guilt. I have to tell you guys, from most of my sessions, the number one, the biggest reason why the finances, you are stuck in your financial ceiling, why the money is not how you want it to be, you know, why you don't have the money that you want. The number one, the biggest reason is feeling guilty. Feeling guilty. Why is that? You're gonna ask me, why is that? Why feeling guilty makes me not bring money? Because when you feel guilty, what happens on a subconscious level? You want to punish yourself. As crazy as it sounds, but subconsciously you kind of want to punish yourself by removing something that will bring you joy. Subconsciously, it doesn't happen consciously, but like, you know, everyone, if we feel guilty, we kind of feel like, ugh, I'm guilty, I did something wrong, now I need to punish myself. And how to punish myself? You know, remove pleasures, maybe remove the relationship, remove money. So I'm not worthy of receiving this pleasure, I'm not worthy of receiving this money, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut my finances. So notice, guys, and write in chat, have you ever had the situation that you kind of feel guilty and then boom, kind of money stops flowing? Or maybe you lose a job, or maybe you lose a client or something like that, especially when you were feeling guilty. What? Please write in chat if that's you. Meanwhile, I think I have to connect my my computer, guys. Oh, here we go. Are you guys able to hear me well? Yes, perfect. Okay, so no one experienced guilt and then lost money, or the money stopped flowing. No one or someone? Let me see. No one. Write down in chat, guys, because this is, you know, one of the big reasons why the money is not flowing. So the first thing you need to do is release your guilt. Of course, in my program, I give you like specific, we dedicate the whole block to work with guilt, because it's just so important for attracting money, you know. And again, if you never watched Shark Tank, please watch it and see how the sharks are behaving. No guilt whatsoever, you know. And then sometimes they talk dirty to each other, oh my god, or disrespectful. No guilt at all, you know. They just move on super easily. But guys, I want to be helpful to you right now, you know, and I want to share. So if you want to remove guilt, what you need to do, you just need to consciously try it, right? Consciously say to yourself, okay, I no longer want to experience guilt, you know. The hell with it, that's it, I'm done with it, I'm no longer gonna feel guilty. And that's gonna, and you notice, if you really do that and you really feel it consciously, you know, you might be able even do it without like inner subconscious work, and it's gonna work for you, you know. And you'll notice that, wow, money starts flowing to you, simply because you're finally releasing that guilt, you know. Okay, so let's talk a little bit how to rewrite your inner financial program so money comes with ease and without stress. Work on your root money beliefs at the subconscious level, practices to replace limiting programs with empowering ones, methods to integrate new financial patterns into daily life. All of that, guys, is covered in my program. If you want to learn more about it, please schedule that call with one of my super wonderful care team members. They're gonna, you know, help you figure it out 100%. Okay, and of course, on day 3, we're gonna be doing dedicated practices, guys. whatever we decide, whoever's going to join day 3, at the beginning of day 3, we're going to decide, okay, guys, what do you want to work on, right? We're going to do a live diagnostic for each one of you guys, mini transformation, and then we're going to be doing group practices to remove money beliefs, replace limiting programs, and integrate new financial patterns. And also we might work with relationships if that's what group decides, guys. So don't miss out on this chance. Okay, creating a sustainable income flow and a sense of financial freedom. So guys, in order to really reprogram your reality, you have to integrate mind, emotions, body, and energy for lasting results. And, create internal balance, get rid of your fears, get rid of guilt, right? Get rid of this unconscious even fears that you're having, or get rid of that idea like, oh, money is dirty, something that we uncovered in the diagnostic. It's super important to do. Without doing that, there's no change, really. Integrate new financial patterns for stable income, right? So once I'm going to be teaching you guys how to, for example, do certain practices that will help you integrate these new financial behaviors and patterns. Because I've studied subconscious mind for a long time. I know how to rewire it on subconscious level, how to form new neurons and how to support that. Practical techniques to consolidate foundational changes, guys. That's also super important. Okay, this one we talked about. This one we talked. This one we just talked. Okay, guys, so in terms of, we're going back to live diagnostics. Crystal, just want to confirm I'm following. So tomorrow is $49 for a group session with you, and then schedule a call with your team member for another diagnostic session for the program. How much is the program? Thank you. Yeah, so in order to know, how much is the program and get details about the program, please schedule a call with one of my care team members. And my dear care team members, please drop a link in chat, right? But tomorrow is the day where you guys get a taste how we're going to be learning how to work with subconscious. I mean, we're already starting to learn because I'm giving you the information, but tomorrow we're going to be working with your subconscious in a group setting. I'm going to be personally doing diagnostic and transformation for you, and also giving you powerful practices to set new financial or relationship patterns, right? And I'm going to give you a practice that's going to lift you up to a new level of reality. And this is exactly, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to understand what's going to be happening in my 2 months program, because this is my 2 months program where I'm going to be working with you guys, showing you guys what's happening, showing you how to work, and teaching you to become as professional as I am. Okay, so I hope I answered the question. If you guys more details, please schedule a call with one of my care team members. But let's go back to point 3. And right now, guys, whoever had a difficulty, remember our diagnostic in the beginning, whoever had a difficulty or maybe some tension in regards to point 3, can you guys please raise your hand? And I'm going to put you on the screen and we'll talk about what distractions. And also you can duplicate them in chat. Write down what you felt in point 3. What was your reaction, what you felt? And I'm going to specifically break it down for you and tell you what's happening on the subconscious level specifically for you. But the person who wants to be live with me and talk with me, please raise your hand, right? Raise your hand, turn on your video and raise your hand. And we'll put you on the screen. Okay. So we've got Michelle. Michelle is posting in chat. And whoever wants to have a live diagnostic right now with me, raise your hand. Like this yellow, this yellow hand. And I know some of you guys on Instagram might be interested, so jump into Zoom with me, okay? Jump into Zoom with me. Okay, Susan Abbott lifted her hand. So my dear technical team, can you please put Susan on the screen and we'll talk with her. Meanwhile, I'm gonna address the chat. So Michelle writes, so when I ask you guys to let money touch your face, touch your body, lay with money on the floor, and then walk outside the office, right, and see how you feel. So Michelle says, money touched me, felt inefficient, annoying, like how I have to go to the bank. Susan, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so let me first touch on Michelle's diagnostic, and then we're going to work with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. So Michelle, money touched me, felt inefficient, annoying, like now I have to go to the bank. So see, when what reaction is perfect? When money touches you, we want to feel pleasure. We want to feel like, oh my God, my favorite money touches me. I love it. I love it. I love doing snow angel. I love doing everything with money. This means that your subconscious is good on this front, and it's good with being close to money, right? That's what it means. Now, if it felt inefficient, it's like, ugh, then you don't value money as much as you need to in order to attract it into your life on the subconscious levels. That's what it means for you, Michelle. Okay?
It's actually pretty close right now.
Okay, Susan, can we mute Susan for just a little bit and then we're gonna unmute you, okay? So next point, Michelle, right? Snow Angel, this was fun. I liked it. Carrying money out of the door felt super safe. Skipping through the city with all my money singing. Okay, so basically running with money around the city felt good for you. Perfect. So that's great. That means that you don't have any like subconscious programs that that are saying, oh, carrying money around is not safe. I may get killed. That's already a good point. Because this is one of the heaviest programs that we may have on the subconscious level with money, and that might be really blocking us. So it's awesome, really awesome, Michelle, that you don't have this one. So really, for you, Michelle, my recommendation, so we got to remove this idea that money is inefficient. We want to replace it with the idea like, oh, I love money, it gives me pleasure, and you will already be on a good standing, right? And then I believe in your point 1 and 2, you also have some of the concerns, right? Yeah. Okay, guys, I see Angie also wrote something. I'm going to look at yours. And Jennifer, I'm also going to look at yours. But right now, we're going to pay attention to Susan, since Susan, you're with us. Michelle says, yes, that's fair and makes sense. I feel like I don't value money as much as I should. Yes, and sometimes these beliefs like, oh, these rich people are bad. Oh, who values money? I value experience. I value my heart. I come from the heart, I don't need money. All of those beliefs, they come from your subconscious beliefs from somewhere in your family tree, and they are blocking abundance in your life. So what we need to do is remove these subconscious beliefs. Because if we keep them, if we don't like money, they're not going to come to you. Think about it the same as if you have a partner and he's saying, you're inefficient. I don't like you. Who needs money? Like, this partner is bad, you wouldn't want to be with the same person. The same way is money. On a subconscious level, actually, that's a very good, interesting, guys, kind of teaching moment. On a subconscious level, money is also a figure. Money is like this quantum energy. And money wants to be cared for. Money wants to be wanted. Money wants to be appreciated. Money wants to be used. Money wants to be talked to with respect and, love, the same as your partner. So basically, if you have any, wrong or limiting beliefs about money, you got to first, on a conscious level, stop thinking like that and start acting, with care. When you pay at the restaurant, pay with ease, pay with love. Or when someone gives you money, like, oh, I love money, thank you so much, money, 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 come to me. And all of that. It's super important. Okay, so Susan, let's work with you. I'm going to ask you to unmute and hopefully my tech. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Could you please tell me what you've experienced in point 3? What was your reaction?
So I, like I was saying, I'm just this energy ball. And when I think about taking the money, it feels heavy, like it's not needed. Like I don't need it. Like it's going to diminish my energy. So energy is bright and light and loving. But when you were just talking, when you were just speaking, and you said, you need to love money. I've been, since you've been talking, since that awareness came, because I was never aware about that with money. I've done really well in my life, and I've worked really hard. Now I'm an entrepreneur. And so I'm doing my own business, like I said. Yeah. So it's totally different. And I'm like, why is this hard? Everything's really been easy for me when it came to money. And so now it's hard. But when you asked that question, I was like, I can't attach to the money, right? Like I can't, like my energy field won't attach to the money. And then just now when you said you need to treat it like a relationship, like it's there to support you. So then I went and I was like my ball of energy. And then you said something about a restaurant. So then I envisioned money putting their arm around me going, I'm here for you.
There we
I
go.
love you. And it felt so, I felt supported by money as opposed to diminished by the money.
Okay. So then what happened in point 3 for you, right? What was the, did you like that when money touched your face?
So this is really interesting. I've actually had a large sum of money. I sold something that had like $10,000 and I thought it'd be fun to have money touch my face and take photos with it. And and it didn't bother me. And at that point in my life, it like felt really good. Now thinking about the money touching my face, or when you asked the question earlier, again, I felt like it would diminish me.
See? So that's one of the reasons when you say what changed, you know, it used to be easy, now it's hard. It might be as well this subconscious block where you're like, ugh, you know, it's going to diminish me or something. So basically, you know, your transformation would be to get that amount of money, take it from the bank, like hard cash. And guys, it's a practice really for everyone, right? Just get like few thousands of dollars or 10K from the bank if you do have it, right? And just, you know, just touch, let it touch it all over and like just breathe through it, you know, like you feel like, oh, it's gonna diminish me, and like I'm letting go of that, you know, and just keep touching your face specifically, you know, somehow the face is like, you know, like, ugh, this money is dirty, how it's gonna touch me. But really, it's the best transformation for this money block to just really get physical money and let it touch your face, you know, and like a lot of money, and just like, oh, put it all over, you know. And you gotta get back to that state where you feel like, oh, I love money touching me, you know.
I think the switch for me is, as opposed to thinking the go-to is money will diminish me. Now if I can reprogram and think like money is there to support me.
Yeah, of course. And then also, what did you feel when, you know, you were walking away with money?
I couldn't.
You couldn't?
I couldn't. Yeah, like I couldn't. It almost felt like I was being, I was repelling it.
See? So if you couldn't, what it tells us, repelling it, what do you mean by repelling it?
From an energy, like just like with energy, I just felt like my energy wouldn't embrace the money.
Oh, I see. Yeah, wouldn't embrace the money. Well, let me tell you what it actually means on the subconscious level, okay? So if you're not even able to exit the room, it means, well, because I set an intention for this diagnostic, and basically those of you who were not able to exit the room, that means that you're so protective and definitely have a fear of death related to having to death related to being with money in out and about, right? This is a very strong program that's also blocking you from expanding yourself, from expanding your money flow, because you're kind of scared. The program is like, if I'm going to have too much money, I may die. Basically, that is, if I'm being blunt and honest, that is the program. And it doesn't stem from you. Again, this program takes roots from previous generations. Somewhere, someone who had a lot of money actually finished his life, or his life was finished, or her life, because of that. And since then, for your family bloodline, family tree, being around a lot of money and carrying them in the open, you know, and showing them off is not safe. So your subconscious kind of blocks you from having a lot of money because it's just not safe for you on the subconscious level.
Okay, I've got a lot of processing. Thank you.
Yeah, do a big inhale, exhale for me. Yeah, and kind of, because you were not able to even get out of the room, because like you're like, okay, subconsciously, basically, if I'm out of the room, you know, someone may steal it or whatever it is. So for you, the focus would be to shift in these type of subconscious blocks, you know, and basically, just in a few words, how we shift them, you know, we go back to our family tree, find who was that person in our bloodline who paid with his life for carrying a lot of money, and we give this a subconscious program of not caring a lot back to him, or fear of death. We give this fear back to that person, right? And after that, we also do some bodily practices, right, to release that program on a bodily level, and we exhale. And on day 3 tomorrow, guys, we're going to be doing this like full-blown transformation specifically. We're going to work with the subconscious level, we're going to work with the body level. So I'm going to show you actually how it's done, right? And then if you really want to like learn to do it, you can learn more about the program and see if that's the right fit for you. But I feel like it's a very good fit, just because like instead of going to these coaches, to different programs, to different psychologists, to different like things, and trying to figure out why I'm still struggling, why not just use the tool and learn yourself how to reprogram yourself on all these different levels, learn yourself how to remove these blocks, learn the proven method that I already know and I can teach you finally for English speaking community, and just do it for your own, and then you don't need anyone else. And you might as well be making money doing it. So yes, that's about it. Also, kind of, just wanted to touch on the idea that you were doing very well when maybe working for someone, and then when you start your own business, you started doing maybe not so well. And the reason also, believe it or not, lies in the subconscious, because I do, again, work with businessmen, and it's a completely different construction. And basically, I'm going to give you guys this also, some insights, like what's actually happening on a subconscious level when, for example, you work for yourself, business owner, versus you work for someone. On a subconscious level, when you work for someone, subconsciously you're still attached to kind of your parents on a subconscious level, like you're belonging to them. You're belonging to your mom and your dad, and subconsciously this is a very powerful mechanism that is safe for us. It feels natural, and it's easy to kind of maybe follow instructions and not be a business owner in that regard, because you're like part of the system that someone else created. So what happens when you start a business and you're a business owner, now you're the one who is creating that business, and it's not usual for your internal system, it's not usual for your subconscious, and it's not safe again, right? Or maybe you don't have experience of that, or maybe someone in your family tree, like you don't have entrepreneurs in your system, so you don't have this neural connection. So basically, when you're starting off and you're building your business from the ground up, you're starting from level 0. So level 0, where you don't have experience how to do it, you don't have these neural connections, like also maybe no one in your family was like a business owner, so you're entering an uncharted territory, and you basically have to be digging with a shovel. So that's way harder process comparing to when you work for someone. And so subconsciously, this is uncharted territory. Your subconscious does not have experience. So what you really have to do to be successful at your business and build it fast from the ground up, and I've also know how to do it, and I teach businessmen, and I teach like myself, because I've built this English American business from the ground up as well, up until working with celebs, right? You have to remove these subconscious beliefs, as if it's safer for me to like work for someone versus working for myself. There's a lot of limiting blocks subconscious on there. So you have to look on there, remove them, and then the process will be way faster and way easier for you. But that's basically, how on a subconscious level we operate. Like each stage of our life is different. So yes. How do you feel, Susan?
Well, actually, I did come from a family that had their own business. But it was a construction business. So I grew up in that, and I had a consulting business, a technology consulting.
Oh, you did?
So I was comfortable with that, but that is a different type of business. This business, I've created a technical product, and now I'm going out to sell it. So it's almost like I did leave my parents, like the way you described it. My business was similar to that same comfort, and I was comfortable, but now it's like my product is my baby.
Yeah.
And I'm going out and I'm saying, do you like my baby? And then that almost the possibility of rejection, and then it's a disruptor. So there's a lot of layers.
Absolutely. And on that regard, what also happens, business So for you, it might be a different dynamic, right? The dynamic is that, especially if business is your baby, there might be some insecurities in that regard, you know, that also stem from subconscious. And then so these insecurities are blocking you from like selling it efficiently, you know, because you're maybe too much attached, or some other insecurities. Yeah, we have to look.
There's something like that going on. Yeah.
Right. So we have to look deeper into that, you know. Yeah, in order to identify like what specifically is blocking you there. But it's definitely something, right? Business to business, it's different. And then yeah, and maybe something happened in between these businesses, or why you switched. Something maybe happened to you, certain experience, and that also might be blocking you. You know,
I think something, you know, one of the things that I love about having these discussions with talented people is even after you have the discussion, you have something about the quantum. It gives you more information in the few days or weeks after. And if you listen, you can still get the answers.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, you know, again, within the program, you'll be able to diagnose it, also remove it. And then in the group setting, you guys will be doing diagnostic transformations for each other under my watch, you know, when I'm going to be watching you do that and making sure that you're doing it right. And if anything, you know, correcting or something. But basically, my goal would be make you pros at identifying your own blocks and removing them, and also helping others. So thank you, Susan, so much for bringing this point. Thank you so much for being open to the diagnostic. My dear technical team, we can remove Susan from the screen. And I'm going to take a look at others points 3 and maybe give you guys some guidance in regard to that. But basically, guys, if you want tailored diagnostic, you know, and transformation, day 3 is for you. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing exactly that, you know, looking at some of your things and yeah, doing mini transformations. So if that resonates with you, please join. Okay, meanwhile, I'm going to see our chat. And guys, we're almost at the end where we're going to be doing our transformational practice of on the quantum level, attracting wealth. And please, after this practice, write to me in my WhatsApp channel, right, or on Instagram, whatever you find, like how you feel, because you're definitely going to feel different. And it's going to start maybe in just a few moments. We're going to start this practice, guys. All right, so let's see. Let me see. So Jennifer mentions money on skin felt dirty, right? So we already know that in regards to that, yes, you're not accepting the money. Money feels dirty. Imagine what would happen if you felt like that about your partner. He wouldn't be with you. The same situation with money. We got to change that belief, remove it from the ground up. I was looking over my shoulder like someone might steal the money, right? So perfect. We already uncovered, Jennifer, your big root cause why you're not scaling, why your maybe business is not scaling, or the job you're not scaling, because you're worried that someone's going to steal your money. And of course, it's not your program unless you've been stolen money. It's probably, again, stemming from your bloodline, from your family tree. So it's important, guys, to work on that. And also I have to mention that tomorrow we're doing the group format, and the benefit of the group format, as I already see, you guys are coming here for a reason, and you have like similar problems, you know, similar blocks. So whenever I do transformation for one person, it's also going to apply to all of you guys. So this whole stream tomorrow is going to be super transformational. We're going to remove a lot of blocks already tomorrow. So yes. Okay. Who else do we have? Someone else. Angie, money on my skin felt dirty. The Snow Angel felt okay. In the outside with all the money, I was worried. In general, my left side was more tense. So Angie, the feeling that your left side was more tense, right, also means that there is a program on your mom's side, right, that is that is affecting you, right? That is affecting you. The program that is saying someone may steal my money, I have to be worried around big money. So this is a huge blocker to your financial success, to you increasing your money, because ultimately a little bit of money is okay for your subconscious, but a lot of money is not safe. And that's why exactly on the subconscious level you're being blocked by yourself. On a conscious level you want money, but on the subconscious you're just like, oh no, I cannot do it. So guys, it's a super powerful diagnostic. I hope you like it. Do you have any questions about this live diagnostic for me? And I know, my dear Instagram, hi guys. I just followed your page, Miss. Can you tell me more about your page in a few words? Well, in just a few words, I'm a super subconscious transformation mentor from California. I help clients remove inner blocks, subconscious blocks that are preventing them from increasing their income, finances, relationship, their inner state, balance, and more. And thank you so much for following me. All right, guys, any more questions? And oh, Angie, I believe we did a session, right? Could you please share your experience with us in chat? just maybe if you want to hop on the screen, or maybe you just want to drop something in chat and let us know how was your experience, how you felt it, what did it do for you? Most importantly, what you felt in terms of the transformation, of course. So our listeners know, like, wow, this is cool. Since we have you here, Angie, and thank you for coming on board. Absolutely. All right, guys. So some of the gifts, if you haven't taken them yet, they're going to be dropped in chat for you. AI scanner also diagnoses your subconscious blocks. And the good part is, like, for those of you who are going to go and start my program, we're going to start mid-April, guys. For those of you, you're going to go. When you use this AI scanner, and even based on today, you already wrote down, okay, I have this program, and this program. And from day one, we're going to be working on removing those programs already, in the areas of relationship, in the areas of finances. So you're already taking a huge step in changing the trajectory of your life. And as I say, 50% of removing the subconscious block is the realization that you have this block, right? This is what's super important. And of course, more details to come tomorrow on day 3 transformations, and of course in my program. Day 3, guys, will be even more powerful. I've already mentioned. So we're going to be doing this powerful practice, key to your subconscious, where I'm going to be lifting you guys up on the next level of reality. Super powerful at the end practice. Personal mini diagnostics. So my dear care team, please drop in chat the link to sign up for day 3 if someone would like to do that. And of course, guys, to finalize our day, let me see if someone has a question. Oh, I believe, Angie, you're sharing your feedback. Okay, let me read that. Let me read that to finalize, and then we're going to do our practice, okay, to attract abundance and finances. Okay, so came to Alexandrina during a very challenging time in my relationship. I was full of doubts and stuck in constant overthinking. Alexandrina helped me uncover the underlying patterns that were influencing my thoughts and emotions. Together, we worked through these patterns, and afterwards, I felt much lighter, calmer, and more optimistic about my situation. She also gave me practical advice on what I could continue working on by myself, which I found very helpful. Oh, glad to hear. In addition, she did a wave scan diagnostic for me and created a personal audio track. I listened to it every day for at least 3 weeks, and it helped me become noticeably more relaxed and balanced. Oh my God, that warms my heart. I'm so happy. Thank you so much, Angie, for sharing. Yeah. Do we have to attend tomorrow's session in order to sign up for the full program? No, Jennifer, but in order to sign up, you gotta schedule your call with one of my care team members. And team, if you can, my care team, please drop a link in chat, right? They will explain you more about the program, and also they will explain you how to get it. Okay, how long is tomorrow's session? That just depends on how many people we're gonna have. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 hours we'll do it. It just depends on how many people will sign up. But I'm going to promise that I'm going to do for every person, I'm going to do personal diagnostic and personal mini transformation. And we're going to do a couple of group practices. Alexandrina, absolutely loving it. I'm wondering, do you work one-on-one or only group session? Well, guys, in this regard, there is an option within my program, within my course. You get an option to do a one-on-one with me. right? So definitely to learn more information, also schedule that call so my care team can explain more about it. Yes, I do have a VIP container where I work for 2 months with a client, and you get my program for free as well. So ask about that from my care team members. Absolutely. All right, guys. Put me thumbs up or give me some hearts if you're ready. If you're ready for our final practice of the day, and I'm gonna let you guys go. I know we've already spent 2 hours, so thank you so much, guys, for staying till the very end. I hope this, this webinar was insightful, and if it was, please write me a review of how you like this first day and second day. Please let me know how you feel. Share my Instagram profile with whoever you think might benefit from that. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you so much. And so now our last practice is going to last 10 minutes. So please find your comfortable space, grab a cup of water, right? And we'll get started, okay? I feel very thirsty, guys. I hope it was insightful, guys, because when it was my first time uncovering what was actually blocking me, I was shocked, and I was even more shocked when I went to study some methods and I would do a session and boom, my reality would change. Boom, like my job would change. Boom, I become, like a professional and I finally find my calling, and I was so shocked, and I was shocked that there's so few people who know this, I feel like this manifestation is very widespread, but really working with subconscious on such deep level, no one knows about it. No one knows how to do it, and we have hypnotherapy. It's a little different, and you got to go to a specialist to do hypnotherapy for yourself. So there is no really tool to like work with yourself, and no one is offering that in USA or Europe. I was shocked to know that, and I knew right then and there that I have to spread it. I have to tell more people about it, because I want more people to break free, just as I was able to break free. And I really encourage you guys to just at least learn more about it and give it a shot, because otherwise, I lived 7 years when my life was not changing. And then these 7 years after, when I started studying the subconscious and doing the practices, my life changed drastically. My appearance changed drastically. My job, my calling, my relationship, even my kids change. My kiddo changed drastically. I actually want to mention that, when you work on yourself and when you remove the subconscious pattern that stem from somewhere in your past or in your family tree past, what happens? You become lighter, and guess what happens with your family? Your kids, they also become lighter. They don't no longer carry these negative programs. So guys, if you've had like a difficult life, difficulties in finances, relationship, you don't want to pass that to your future generations. And this is your change to fix that, not only for yourself, but also for your family, I was able to cure some of the somatic bodily things for my kiddo. He used to have allergies, big allergies. And then I uncovered that on subconscious level, doctors were telling me, oh, give him medicine, and then on a subconscious level, the reason was that at that time, I divorced his father, and my kiddo would be getting allergies at that same time when I would divorce and we would split up from his dad, and only I did one session, I reprogrammed that, bam, that's it. My kiddo no longer have any allergies or anything like that. I also do magic with removing fever in my kiddo, I rarely get fevers, so just generally working with subconscious also affects your mental state. You get way more energy, less burnout. You know how to, if you even drained, you know how to bring yourself up. You know how to not get sick too much. You know how to work with that. So lots of benefits. All right, guys, on that note, I hope everyone is ready. And let's do a round of breaths. And I'm also going to ask you guys to close your eyes. Okay? So do a big inhale for me. And a big, powerful exhale. One more big inhale. And big, powerful exhale. And one more big, powerful inhale. And big, powerful exhale. Right? And so we're going to work a little bit with your family tree. So visualize it right in front of you. There is your parents standing. Then after your parents, there is their parents, and then their parents, up until to the seventh generation. So imagine there is like a big pool of people who are your relatives, your ancestors. They're standing right in front of you. And let's set an intention. The intention would be to attract more abundance and remove some of the blocks that we have on our subconscious in regards to money, right? So visualize all of your family tree standing right in front of you. Do big inhale, exhale. And now also notice that, you have certain situations with your money, right? Whether money comes hard, or you're not able to scale your business, or you're hitting the financial ceiling, or maybe you're losing money, whatever it is. And notice how it feels in your body. Notice how it feels in your body. Notice which side of your body feels more tense. Is that left side of your body, or is that right side of your body? So notice that. Pay attention. Do another big inhale. And another big, powerful exhale. And one more. Inhale and exhale. And a little teaching moment. If you notice that the part of the body that feels more tense is your mom's side, left side, it's your mom's side of your family, right? If it's your right side, it's your dad's sides of the family. Do another inhale. And big, powerful exhale. And notice that tension and feel how it is for you to be with that tension. And notice also how long you lived with that tension in your body. Another inhale, exhale. And also notice that somewhere in your family line, your mom, dad, or maybe somewhere your grandma or grandpa, they also feel the same tension. They also have the same tension in your body, in their bodies, right? They also feel the same. And notice right now that you're kind of connected, that you feel synchronized with them on this aspect of life. They feel tense. They feel the same issues with money. They have the same issues with money. And you have similar issues with money. You're kind of connected. Feel that they're also like, ugh, I'm tired, I don't have energy, right? Or maybe I don't earn enough money and I'm upset about that. I don't like that. Notice that you're kind of connected, right? And feel that. Let it be felt, because right now in a little bit we're going to remove that. So I want you to feel that. Really feel in your body, like feel right now, like for example, I feel this tension in my neck on my left side, right? So maybe some programs on my mom's side, right? Notice what it is for you. Inhale and exhale. And notice that you notice your parents experience the same symptoms, or maybe someone in your family tree experience the same symptoms. Another inhale, exhale. Right? And now we're going to do a little transformation on that front and say, my dear family, and pay attention to that part of your family who felt more tense, like depending is it's left side or right side, right? And say, my dear family, either mom's side or dad's side, or maybe all of them, it was okay for me to feel and say what you feel. Maybe you feel tense, or you feel rejected, or you feel fear of money, right? Or you feel that money is dirty, or you feel that it's a lot of pressure, to feel tense, to feel pressure in the neck, feel money is not okay, or be stuck on my level of income, have the financial ceiling. Say all of that, or whatever you feel resonates with you. It was okay for me to feel all of these things in order to be connected to you, in order to feel connected to you, my family. And do a big inhale. And a big exhale. And I was feeling that only to feel connected with you. And I forgive myself for it. It is okay. Big inhale and big powerful exhale. And now say, but now I'm realizing that I'm already connected to you simply by the fact that I was born into your family. And only now I'm realizing that I can feel connected with you without having to repeat your programs around money, your feelings, your body reactions and emotions. And do a big inhale and big powerful exhale. And now I can let go of all of these emotions. I no longer need them. And on an exhale, imagine as if you're gathering all of these feelings in your body and you're like giving it back to your family and tell them, you know what to do with it, but I want to live a different life and it's okay. I'm still going to be your son or your daughter. Do a big inhale and big exhale and release all of that emotions, all of that tension, all of these programs and fears that you felt. All right, inhale and big exhale. And notice and visualize as if your family tree is saying you, my dear, you're part of our family and you will always be part of your family, even if you're going to live differently, even if you're not going to have these fears, not going to have these emotional reactions, even if you're not going to be repeating our scenarios, and you'll be abundant, you'll have abundance with money, finances, you're going to have luck and good income, you're still going to belong to us, you'll still be connected to us, you'll still be part of our family. Do a big inhale and big powerful exhale. And say the following phrase: I allow myself to live a life of abundance, to live a life where I have enough money, more than enough, and I make them easy. And I love money. I allow myself to love money. Inhale, exhale. And notice how right now, again, these same people, they bring in these bags of money right to you, give to you, they shower you with this money. They also shower your family tree with all this money, and you accept it and you're loving it. Let's visualize that you're loving this money right now, You're showered with money and you just love it. Inhale, exhale. Money is touching maybe your face, your body, your legs, and you're just loving it. Inhale, exhale. And you're dancing in this money rain. Inhale and exhale. And your family tree, they're happy for you. Notice that. Okay. And with that, guys, I invite you to open your eyes. And I want to congratulate you and for doing this practice. You did awesome. Of course, there is a lot of things. There is a lot of subconscious caveats, right? It's not like we did this practice and boom, the reality is going to change. You got to do some inner work because there is a lot of things that are in the topic of finances as well as relationship, as well as inner state. There are these things. And all of these things we're going to be discussing, we're going to be working through comprehensively in the course of 2 months. 2 months live session with me. I believe there's going to be the only time when I'm actually going to be doing this amount of live sessions. So for those of you guys who's going to be taking this first course for English speaking community, you have this incredible opportunity to work with me, you know, in a group setting, in a live environment within the 2.5 months. It's going to be super powerful. Cannot wait to see you there. If you guys join day 3, please join. I cannot wait to see you in day 3. It's going to start at 11 a.m. tomorrow, California time. So please join, and we're going to do dedicated work to you guys and maybe talk more about the program if you guys want to. That's amazing. I was dancing with the money, no longer repelling it. Haha. I mean, the power of the field, you know, it's also important what kind of mentor you guys have. And, you know, for the past 7 years, I've been making myself light in order to be accepting money with ease, you know, and I know how to get you there. So it's also important to be in the presence of the mentor who can give this quantum field for you, you know. So thank you so much, Susan, for sharing this feedback reply. If you feel so inclined, please share my profile on your page. I want more people to know what I do, you know, and be able to transform their life. Thank you guys so much for attending our webinar. It's been my pleasure to work with you. I hope you received powerful insights. And yeah, write me something in chat so I know how you feel about the practice. And we're going to be saying bye-byes. Bye-byes. Thank you. No, thank you for being here, for trusting me, for giving me the opportunity to be here for you guys. Because trust me, I know how it feels to be in not the best situation in life, but I also know how to make it work for you, right? And I found it with the help of subconscious. So thank you guys. Thank you, Instagram. And thank you for this opportunity. And I'll see you in day 3. And my dear care team, please drop one last time the link to day 3 and also the link to schedule Calendly invite with my care team to learn more about the program. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Michelle. You guys are very active participants. I see a lot of, you know, potential. And honestly, I have to say, you know, it's not like there's too many of these blogs, you know, it's not too much. So in terms of finances, you know, it's might be even a matter of like maybe, let's say, just a couple of sessions to already see a noticeable difference, you know, a noticeable difference in your finances. Can we get a recording? Absolutely, guys. For you guys who stay till the very end, we're going to be sending recording in a day or two once we process the recording. Thank you so much, guys. I hope I made your Saturday afternoon or evening way better. And thank you for trusting me. And I'll see you in day 3. All right. Bye-bye, guys. And my dear Instagram, bye-bye as well. If you guys still want to know more details, please follow links and stories to schedule your call. Bye-bye. All right, guys, I think we can maybe turn on off the recording. Okay, guys, bye. Oh. Oops. Так.
Я вроде бы всех
Да-да-да, вроде все,
удалила.
больше уже никого не осталось. Ну что,
Мгм.
как там качество видео и звук? Нормас?
Да, все было отлично вообще. Замечательно. И видео, и звук. Звуков никаких посторонних не было. Все хорошо.
Ну, я чуть-чуть
Вот.
больше
Стойте,
попродавала на
подождите.
этом звоночке.
Алекса, а можете нажать в зуме на YouTube? Алло,
Алло, да.
меня слышно?
Да, конечно.
Нажмите на YouTube в Zoom, и там нажмите на стоп.
Как я...
Я почему-то удаленно не могу это сделать.
А вы не трогайте
Картинка
тогда мышку, я
зависла.
попробую нажать.
Сделали?
Нет.
Все, я не трогаю.
Хорошо. Сейчас. А как же
Вот
мне?
у вас, вот где Мария, сверху YouTube. Стрелочка вниз.
А, ну.